Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to episode 167 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe on your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. There were no big games out last week, but the games coming out this week include 2 Point Campus, Cult of the Lamb, Rumbleverse, Arcade Paradise, and Voyage. New games out now and coming soon to Xbox Game Pass have been announced. Available today on Cloud Console and PC, you can pick up Ghost Recon Wildlands. On PC, Shenzhen I.O. On Series X and S and Cloud and PC, Turbo Golf Racing. Available on August 9th on Cloud Console and PC is 2 Point Campus. August 11th, Cooking Simulator on Cloud Console and PC, as well as Expeditions Rome on PC and Offworld Trading Company on PC. Now into last week's biggest news stories, and we have 6 to cover this week. Number 1, Microsoft is freeing up Xbox Series S memory to improve graphical performance. Jordan Midler at VGC writes, Microsoft has issued a new Xbox software dev kit to partners which frees up, quote, hundreds of additional megabytes of memory, end quote, for Series S games potentially to be reallocated to graphical performance. As spotted by The Verge, a new video that has been circulated to developers who've received the software update claims that it, quote, gives developers more control over memory, which can improve graphics performance in memory-constrained conditions, end quote. The Xbox Series S is Microsoft's budget current-gen console, which runs the same titles compatible with the more powerful Series X, but typically at a lower 1080p resolution. Quote, we addressed an issue where graphic virtual addresses were being allocated considerably slower than non-graphics virtual addresses, end quote, continues the video. This will now allow the Series S to take advantage of Microsoft's recent advancements in memory management, quote, without negatively affecting graphics performance, end quote, it adds. VGC's network partner Digital Foundry discussed earlier this year that some developers were struggling with adapting games to the lower spec of the Series S hardware. However, other games such as Forza Horizon 5 boast incredibly performance for a $299 machine. This is great. Obviously, the Xbox Series S is your best gateway into this current gen at such a low price with the power that it can do. Getting just a little more juice in the box, I'm sure, will go a long way. Number 2, Xbox Cloud Gaming hourly usage up 1,800%, says Microsoft. Sean Carey at True Achievements writes, while the console PC will always remain king, Microsoft has been innovating and really pushing Xbox Cloud Gaming over the past year, and now it's beginning to see some of the fruits of that labor. As revealed by Catherine Gluckstein, Xbox Cloud Games head of product, Xbox Cloud Gaming hourly usage has increased by 1,800% in the last year. This surge in gameplay hours and growth is likely due to a number of factors, but Fortnite would have played a large part. Earlier this year, Microsoft announced that Fortnite would be the first non-Game Pass title playable via Xbox Cloud Gaming, which essentially created a workaround for the Battle Royale game, making it playable on iOS devices for the first time since it was pulled from Apple's App Store in 2020. In Microsoft's latest earnings call, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella revealed that Fortnite had been streamed using Xbox Cloud Gaming by over 4 million players. Xbox Cloud Gaming also launched on Samsung Smart TVs and has expanded into more countries over the past year, including New Zealand and Argentina back in June. This is awesome to see. Xbox has really been pushing cloud gaming over the last year and a half, and it seems to finally be paying off. I, for one, can see the market improvement since I first used cloud gaming to now, and I'm certainly using it more. Playing on my couch with my Backbone controller makes it really nice and easy, and it's just a nice option to have at no additional cost to my subscription. I wouldn't be surprised at Gamescom later this month that we don't get more reveals of free-to-play games such as Apex Legends coming to the free part of this service. Number 3, Microsoft starts testing an Xbox Game Pass family plan. Tom Warren at The Verge writes, Microsoft is starting to test an Xbox Game Pass family plan that will allow subscribers to share their benefits with other people. A preview of this Xbox Game Pass family plan is available in Colombia and Ireland today. Testers will be able to add up to 4 people to their subscription as long as they are in the same country. Quote, starting today in Colombia and Ireland, Xbox insiders can begin a preview plan that allows multiple people to share Game Pass Ultimate benefits, end quote, explains Tyler Mittleder, a senior technical program manager at Microsoft. Quote, this makes it even easier to play the best Game Pass games with friends and family across console, PC, and cloud by enabling you and up to 4 family members to your subscription, all with their own unique access to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate games, content, and benefits, end quote. Testers in Colombia or Ireland can sign up for an Xbox Insider preview for the new Xbox Game Pass Ultimate plan today in the Microsoft Store, and join the preview which will convert existing time remaining on a plan to a new plan, quote, based upon the monetary value of the old membership, end quote. So if you have a full month of Ultimate, it will be converted to 18 days of membership on the new plan. Users in Ireland are currently being offered a preview version of this new plan for €21.99 per month. Once testers have signed up to this new plan, they can head over to the Microsoft account page to send 4 invites via email or generate links to share with friends and family. Microsoft has been rumored to be contemplating a family plan for Xbox Game Pass for quite some time, and this preview shows it's getting ready to test how Xbox Game Pass Ultimate sharing would work more broadly. This is not something I would currently make use of, but I know for a lot of families with children that play and you have to get each of them a $15 a month Game Pass Ultimate subscription, this is going to go a long way for a lot of families, which is ultimately going to mean more people gaming, and that's what Xbox wants. Now, to see how they can do this without people beating the system remains to be seen. Number 4, Obsidian's Grounded gets a full release this September. Ishrak Saban at Eurogamer writes, 2 years since its launch in early access, Obsidian's garden survival adventure Grounded is finally getting a full release on September 27th. The announcement was made by game director Adam Brennicke, along with news of a final early access update out today, which includes a huge revision to the game's armor and upgrade systems. There's also a secret feature called the Homestretch included in the update that will be turned on at a later date. We knew the game is set to leave early access in September back in June, but now we have a solid release date. It also means Microsoft can put another Xbox exclusive on its list to be released this year, versus a more regular string of exclusives from Sony and Nintendo. This launch version of Grounded will introduce a full campaign, playable either solo or cooperatively, new armor recipes, new weapons, a giant mantis, and more when it arrives on PC and Xbox. I actually can't wait to play this game. I'm not usually into survival games, but for some reason Grounded got me for a number of hours. However, I was actually so pulled into this game, especially the story, and there was only such a little tasting of it in early access. So I can't wait to find out more and play more when it comes out in 2 months. Number 5, Sea of Thieves Season 7 launches today across Xbox and PC. Thomas Mayer at Windows Central writes, Season 7 of Rare's online multiplayer pirate game, Sea of Thieves, is now available on PC and Xbox consoles, finally bringing the ability to be the captain of your ship, new rewards in the season and its battle pass, and some gameplay improvements. The most notable change in the introduction of Season 7 or Update 2.6.0 is that players can now be the captain of their own ship and be able to customize it how they like. Ships are available in multiple sizes and are brought with in-game gold, though a ship must reach, quote, legendary status, end quote, before another ship of the same size can be purchased. Captains can name their ships and customize the outside appearance along with the captain's room with various trinkets. Decorations can be unlocked by completing ship milestones. The game received 13 new achievements related to being a captain. Season 7 also brings a refreshed progression path with the new Captain's Voyages that can earn renown and a new Plunder Pass that rewards with the Courage of Captaincy clothing set for completing. Pass holders can get the Playful Bloom costume, which can be upgraded 3 times throughout the season. The 2.6.0 update adds a few gameplay improvements and changes from the patch notes, such as being able to zoom in on any note or map held, disabling mast-friendly fire, and more respawn locations around the sloop. Players can also find stools washed up on beaches to sit on, seemingly to take a break from digging up treasure. Sea of Thieves is available on Series X and S, Xbox One, PC through the Windows Store and Steam, and is included with Xbox Game Pass. I always want to give this game the love it deserves. It's actually Microsoft and Xbox's best showcase for supporting a games as a service, so it seems from the community. If I had more time, if my friends were more interested, I feel like I would be really into this game, but there's just too many other games at the top of my list, bumping this one down. Number 6, Multiversus Season 1 and Morty release date delayed. Casey David Moyer-Taylor at IGN writes, the first season of Multiversus, the platform fighter from Warner Bros., is getting pushed back to a later date. The news comes in a tweet from the official Multiversus account, alongside the news that the addition of the character Morty of Rick and Morty has also been delayed. The first tweet in the thread thanks players for enjoying and playing the game before breaking the bad news about the delays. The thread ends with a more appreciation for the fans, and the timing for the release will be revealed, quote, as soon as they can, end quote. Earlier, Multiversus director Tony Hoon outlined a few details on his own Twitter account about the now delayed Season 1 Battle Pass. The news follows last week's confirmation that the game would not see progress reset for players now that the game is in open beta. Despite being fairly new, Multiversus has reached some huge numbers for concurrent players on Steam. Last week it surpassed games like Warframe and Destiny 2 in that arena. It also seen a boon of players on consoles as well. I wanted to highlight this game as it's actually getting pretty crazy numbers, especially given the facts I just said. Some people seem to like it, but still the consensus seems to be that nothing can beat Smash Brothers. And I get it, Smash Brothers is nearly a perfect game, and if Nintendo had a better online service, I'd definitely be playing more with my friends, and this does kind of give me a little bit of hope of maybe one day Microsoft trying to do a platform fighter. I'm not saying it would be good, but it would be fun and funny to see. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and since we've gotten some updated sale numbers, I wanted to credit IGN, who listed the top 28 selling consoles of all time. We're going to focus on Xbox, but number 1, PlayStation 2 at a staggering 159 million consoles sold. As for Xbox 360 ranking in at number 9 with 85 million sold, followed by the Xbox One at number 14 with 50 million sold. Let's go back to the OG Xbox ranking in at number 21 with 21 million sold. And to close out while it's still new, number 23, the Xbox Series X and S at roughly 17 million sold. Now while these aren't exact numbers, it does show how many millions of people have gotten to play on an Xbox console before, and that Xbox hasn't been able to really touch Sony or Nintendo when it comes to total console sales in any of their generations. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast service, share with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, I have not been able to stop my Destiny 2 addiction. Going through the Solstice Pass, I completed all the challenges, now I'm trying to get the last triumphs, and I really need to get back to playing the core because I was enjoying it and I'm probably about halfway through. Maybe this weekend, we shall see. My name is Brandon Rosa, you can follow me on Xbox at Brosa93. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.